of all the times for my Chinese to come fast, and they normally don't come fast. Normally, we're looking at a good hour and even longer. And then the one night you come back on and do a live, and what happens? You're in the middle of a good chat, a few people on, and yeah, the bloody Chinese comes early. And I got to witness that girl dying. Good evening, Thomas. The girl dying in Emmerdale, and oh my God. And that nutty girl who's killed her, who's wearing the ring around the neck. Absolute psycho. So yeah, back on with, is that a name, Liam? Pretty girl. So it's Old Peculiar versus Guinness for an Extra. And yeah, so part one was like 25 minutes. This will be probably another 25 minutes. We'll actually get to the bit where I do a bit of a battle between them. But at the moment, just enjoying this. Good evening. Now, because the air's got to it, the maltiness factor has come out on this. Although having a bunged up nose does not help matters, but you know, these things happen, don't they? Oh. And I do think that letting the air get to beer is as essential as it is with a fine wine. Just enjoying that beer with the air got to it. So I shall drink this, and then we'll do the taste test between the taste, the aroma. As soon as I can unblock my nose, and so it should be good. Just had a stellar Chinese as well. Went down like a treat. Taste buds are fully back on. I got every little bit of the taste and the aroma for certain. And so it's good. Just a slight bunged up nose, but job's a good one. And the rain is stopped in Nottingham, so that's nice. In some ways, I could have paused the beer review, but I don't know how it works. Good evening. If they can keep momentum's a thing, isn't it? If they can keep the momentum going, Sunday should be some match. Should be. You would think both teams would be ready for it. And welcome back, Craig. Yeah, you would think both teams would be, you know, I mean, you're going to be, aren't you? I would be. You'd want to push yourselves to the limit, but also have street smarts. Italians are a smart team, especially their two old defenders. But obviously, with that, Sterling and I think it's Saka, I think that's his name, what they've got is pace. Pace frightens old people. I don't want some young lad who can bang a ball past me and then try and run after him for 90 minutes. And so, you know, obviously there's going to be some crunching tackles going, and we'll see if referees are brave enough to send dirty players off. A lot of these players who get away with it week in, week out in leagues around the world, when it's on TV, will VAR and referees be strong enough to say, we're not having that? That's disgustingly dirty. That's old-fashioned football. Let's go. So, luckily, England don't do a lot of that, but I know what the Italians are like. They do. So, did they against Spain? I don't really know. I didn't watch the match. But it's going to be interesting. Anyway. So, yeah, good to be back in there. Good to be back down the beer room. Albeit, I don't like getting broken off halfway through, but you can't fault it when your dinner comes. It's as simple as that, really. And there's nothing more awful than eating warmed up Chinese. Fresh is best, as it is with beer as well. Although obviously with some beers, the longer you let it mature in a bottle, the finer it becomes. So it's not always the old fresh thing, but for a lot of craft beers it obviously is. So yeah, malty, Nice bit of bitterness in there. Not really getting that 5.6% ABV though, funnily enough. No, it's not really hitting home that in. Although I've got plenty of the bottle left, so we'll do a bit of an aroma thing. We'll do a looks, aroma, taste, and we'll see. We'll see who's the king. ABV does not always win as well. As I've done when I've done battles in the past, it's not always about the ABV. ABV does matter in the grand scheme of things, but aroma, taste, you know, and aroma are the kings. Yes, I've had some of the cream stout. Yes, it's absolutely amazing. Cracking strength to it. And I hope I haven't drank too much. I have been hitting some of the home brew as well, as you do. And yeah, I've saved some for review purposes for later in the year of the 3 brews I've done earlier. I've got 2 brews that are probably finished. And I just need to go out to the shop, go and buy some honey bourbon and some spiced rum to add to these 2 brews to make them an imperial honey bourbon porter and an imperial spiced rum chocolate stout. So this both sounds nice. It really tastes nice as well. Hope I can get the rum cheap enough. Good evening. Yes, got lots of forest shirts, to be fair. Yes, lots of different ones. Yeah, all sorts of colours. It's good to have different colours on. You know, you don't want to be wearing the same top every night, do you? People start questioning if you've had a wash. And tonight I've had a wash. I've had a shave. Yeah, looks better. It does. And you know why I've done it, don't you? Because if I get invited to taste my beer on Monday, I don't want to look anything like that bloody picture. So, because that picture makes me look old. With it sticking out at the sides. And I mean, I know I'm losing hair there and it is grey. But that picture made me look a little bit older than I would have liked. Had I known them and there was good banter, I'd have turned around to them at the time and says, that picture makes me look far too old. Tone that down. But, you know, I was trying to be nice. So, as you do. Right, so we'll pour these bad boys out. Now I've not got as much of that because it's a smaller bottle. I reckon these third kits, because basically the third kits, it's just a cash cow. Doing something totally random on the third kit that you're probably never going to use, like celebrating the history of your club and your best players, your best managers, if you've had one, of course. That to me is where clubs should be going. Like for us, Brian Clough. I mean, the man was iconic. Having a kit with the European Cups on, because you know there's not many other teams out there in the world. Well, certainly in Europe, that have won back-to-back European Cups. I think Real Madrid, and I think Man U, Liverpool. I'm not sure about anybody else. Oh, this bottle's manky. So, there we go. Let me get rid of the bottles because they're disgusting. I know who to blame. Old Tom. So, on the looks side of things, they're not far off, to be fair. Depends where you look in the light. Obviously, this is the Guinness Foreign Extra because there's less of it. That's the Old Peculiar. And if you look at the heads, yeah, there's not a lot of difference really, and even in the colour. The Guinness seems a bit more tighter on the head. But do you really care if the Guinness is more tighter on the head? Not really. So, on the nose. And I can breathe again now, so I can smell again now. And again, I'm just loving the creaminess. Would I ever do Old Tom 10 again? No, probably not. No, there's limits. If I was to ever do something like that again, though, I would be very careful what I was eating beforehand, because that when I ate all that food beforehand, it gave me, I was already full. Drinking on top of a full stomach, I just reached capacity very, very quickly. And I paid for it by the 7th. So, yeah. Was I steaming? No. Was I on my way? Yeah, I was tipsy. But I still could have carried on. But I just got to the stage where my stomach was creasing me that much. So, I reckon I could have got to probably 9. Could I have done all 10? Maybe I'd have struggled. But the eating element bobbed me up, really. I know it's going to be on sale in the pubs as long as it's not. There's been no issues. I've not heard a thing since I've done it. But I'm hoping they bottle it, because it'd be fantastic to bottle it. I want 2 cases. I want to go and buy 2 cases, because it'll only be a couple of quid a bottle. Because it's only 3.8%. So price wise, it's a good price. Because of the ABV, it would make it a good price. Because of duty and all that rubbish, the rubbish they put on. And I do pray that they even do a rebrew. It sells really well. Could you imagine it going on before the footy on Sunday night? It would fly out at 3.8%. But it's only going in, as far as I know, 5 pubs. It'd be interesting to see where in the country it shows up. Can you imagine going to your local pub and they do guest Lincoln Greens? Not yet. I've not heard anything yet. So nothing's come on their website yet, and I do look at their pubs as well. Nothing's come on the pubs. Yeah, an extra strong version would be nice. Yeah, I'd like that myself. Although I can't keep taking days off work to go and brew the bugger. So, on the aroma, I do love that slight roasty toasty, but the creamy aroma from the Guinness. And I can't remember the Nigerian version smelling so nice. I will get both of these versions and do a battle between the 2 Guinness foreign extras, because it is an exceptional bit. And at 7.4% for about 3 quid a bottle, for a big bottle, it's not too pricey either. It's pricey enough that people, on lower wages can buy it. I mean, not everyone can afford to go buying like imperial stouts at 15 quid a bottle. It's an investment, especially if you don't like the bugger. But at 3 quid a bottle, and if the 750ml bottles, you could join along and leave off the bottle for another day, later that night or something. So it's interesting. It's definitely. And I do want to do more of these battles. Use the Wraggys tap room format to do more battles, hour long, and get the battles out there. So on the nose then, oh peculiar. And on the nose, Guinness foreign extras winning all day long. Oh yeah, wouldn't most footballers as well? England footballers and that, people who play for England and that. To see England do it, wow. I mean, to do this, to get to the semi-finals in the World Cup, to get to the finals of the Euros, that's an accomplishment. Yeah, I do agree with the supermarket beers. Supermarket beers, then the cheaper supermarket beers, the big beers, the ones that are widely available, they're the ones that bring people to the channel, in my opinion, because not everyone can afford to go out and buy lots of beers. So if it's in supermarkets, then for me it's all good stuff. Obviously, I'll still do my local reviews, but for the Wraggys taproom format, certainly I think that's the better way to go. Did miss that. No, unless somebody offers. No. I was supposed to be going to Bang the Elephant at some stage to join them in a beer day brewing thing. And I can't wait to go up and film it as well. That would be awesome. We'll have to see where that goes. So, on the nose, the Irish version of the Guinness Foreign Extra. I love the aroma. The aroma wins through on this. So, taste now, on the taste. Obviously, on the ABV side, 7.4, 5.6. But 330ml bottle, 500ml bottle, so more of this. So, well, let's dive in. Certainly that roastiness comes through. Malty, creamy. More creamy on the nose though than in the taste, in my opinion. Or peculiar. And this is, for me, this is the best way to try beers, especially two that you like. Try them against each other's. It opens a world of strange, a beer that usually batters, you think's the best beer that you've drank, and you put it against another beer to do it. And that's where it gets so blooming interesting. More subtle on the taste, whereas that it's a bit more in the face. More subtle, malty, bit of bite. I mean, what they are is both great tasting beers. There's no doubt about it. They are both crackers. But I'm afraid yeah. Oh, let's have another sip, eh? Job's a good one. And I managed to scrounge 2 days this week, 2 lots of food from work. Great. 2 dinners. I had some pasta thing today. I'm not really a pasta fan, to be fair. But it was okay. It was quite light. I went in, got half a plate, and I thought, well, I'll show willing, even though it's not really my thing. But it was nice. It was different. For someone who doesn't like pasta, I think it was pasta anyway, it was quite nice to have. And the day before was hot pot. Sausages, mushrooms, all sorts of things in it. Black pudding, I think. Some sort of gravy. Yeah, other bits in it. And that was amazing too. I could have had 2 plates of that, fair play. Yeah. Although he does, the chef at work, he does a big bloody bowl of it in one of these mega sized pans. And you just go and help yourself. So, you know, next time when I go and help myself, I'll have a proper plate, a raggy sized plate. And then I'll come home and myself, do you want some dinner? No, I'm all right, I'm good. I'm all good. I've just had a big dinner at work. I keep taking photos for my good mates who I like to take the piss out of, and for my and for the wife as well, just to stir. You know, she loves it. A bit of stirring's always a good thing in life. You know, you've got to be able to stir it a bit. That's what it's all about, isn't it? You can't have a laugh. Laugh's wrong. So, another taste of each. See how we go. Smooth, roasty, toasty, that creaminess. More standard, more traditional dark beer. Obviously, that's a stout and that's a dark beer. Malty, bitey. There's the thing there. It comes down to personal preference, you know. They are not the same style. Good evening, how are you? Mr. Bolton. And yeah, well, there's the thing. They're both dark beers. One's a stout, one's just a normal dark beer, shall we say. Both massive sellers. Yeah, a lot of dark beers have. A lot of IPAs, in my opinion, tend to taste the bloody same. And it's like when those Cloudwater offerings that came out the other month, of the 4 Cloudwater beers, they all tasted so similar that it was not a good advertisement for their platform, sadly for them, because to get the majority of the population into other beers and breweries, you need to be 370 quid. Ouch. Yeah, I forgot where I was going now. No, I've lost where I was going. I was going somewhere. No, it's gone. No, it's bloody gone. No, can't even blame the drink either. I've only had two little beers. No, my alcohol content, consumption's gone downhill quite massively these last week or two as well. Although being ill for nearly a week, apart from last Saturday, obviously, because I tanked a lot last Saturday. And Friday as well, I tanked quite a bit. So yeah. Apart from them 2 days, it has gone downhill quite a bit, which is a good thing. So yeah, the traditional beer versus the traditional foreign extra stout, a strong foreign, so-called foreign beer from Ireland, which is not very foreign to most of us. But yeah, so taste-wise, for my personal preference, I do like the taste of Old Peculiar, but I do like the fire in the belly that this has got, that the creaminess, the roasty toasty element, the strength. Well, the bunches. It looks better. Yeah, it looks better short. Yeah. And if I'm going for that, if that Wraggys beer shows up on Monday and I get invited over, I do need to make sure that the hair is in tip-top condition. Let's hope they don't invite me over Tuesday, because I'm out, so we can't go. Dragon Stout, I have had it before, you know, at one stage. Yeah, I have had it. I'm not sure if I've reviewed it. I'll have to check the channel one day, do a quick Google at the channel. If I have, it'd be in the early days, you know, really early days. I've not seen it for a while. Although I think Own Bargains or B&M did have it, so I'm sure I've reviewed it. But again, it would have been a while ago. To be fair, both Home Bargains and B&M haven't had a lot of new beers for a while, and although, and again, I've not really been going out looking to buy anything from them. I will do soon now, you know, but I'm consciously looking at the beer festivals coming up. Yeah, I needed it, didn't I? Yeah, there is actually. So the foreign extras one, it's the Irish version. Okay, now I sounded drunk for a second. There is a Nigerian version. You can get it at B&M Bargains if you have one of them near you that sells alcohol. Not all B&M sell alcohol, sadly. But you can also get it, yeah, B&M. Yeah. If you go to some Jamaican shops, they may sell the Nigerian version, you know. There is also a Ghanaian version of this. So one night, I'm going to have to try and source all 3. Yeah, I'm going to have to try and get the Ghanaian version, the Irish version, and Nigerian version, and do a battle of the Guinness foreign extras, just out of pure interest. I mean, they'll all be the same percentage. They'll all be 7.4. But they'll be brewed in slightly different ways, I presume, using slightly different variations of ingredients. Yeah, it should be interesting. I mean, tonight the foreign extras really hit home for me. It's been quite decent. Yeah, I mean, Old Peculiar, this one, is a very good beer, but Guinness foreign extra was just too good for it, and not even from a pure ABV background. it was about the aroma. The aroma and taste just totally put this to shame. So yeah, just goes to show that some of these traditional beers, when they go up against another old beer, because Guinness Foreign Extra is old, but you know, they just meet their match. And yeah, but waste not, want not. 5.6%. Let me make sure there's none in the manky bottle. Yeah, that bottle was manky. Both bottles were manky. I've got to take a photograph of that bottle as well, and I can't tell you what's on it. Well, I can, but yeah. Bit of Old Tom, I think. Yeah, last Friday night's Old Tom. Yeah, I'm not wiping the bottles down, stod it. Don't care what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside that matters. As is true in life, really. You know, it's always about what's on the inside. Yeah. Although there are limits, you know, there are limits. Oh, it was nice. I do enjoy Old Peculiar, but the winner tonight by total knockout was the Irish Guinness Foreign Extra Stout. Yes, yeah, by a country mile. That creaminess on the nose. Although it's a bit more muted now it's got to the bottom of the glass. But yeah, the creaminess, the roastiness, the toastiness, the ABV as well, it all helps. It delivers a good beer. It's got a manky label. Yeah, you can blame me for that. Yeah. Bit of my DNA on the bottle. You didn't really need to know that though. Yeah, one does apologise, you know, as manky things go. Right. Oof. No, it's only just been bought. Yeah. I'm ready to watch the match. Yeah, with some beers. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I might do a live stream watching it using the Chromebook. But not going too heavy on the beers because I'll have the wife in the same room and yeah, I'll just get a bollocking. It's not worth getting moaned at. Unless I pick some beers, some low ABV beers for the night, you know, nothing too strong. Or both me and the wine jump on the wife rather, jump on the wine, and yeah, I'll make sure she gets steaming. And then she won't give her monkeys anyway. Always the best way. There's always a method in the madness, isn't there? You know, you've got to have a plan. Definitely. It's like tonight she's having a drink of wine up the house, and yeah, so she can't moan too much tonight, but fair play. Yes, so we're going to go watch a bit of TV, although I'm still about a week behind on internet. I've caught up with all of last Saturday. Why the fuck did I do 10 beer reviews in one day? Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I enjoy the game. I didn't enjoy the game last week. No, on Wednesday rather. Yeah, was it Wednesday? Was it Wednesday? Yeah, it was Wednesday, wasn't it? It's only 2 days ago. I didn't really enjoy the game that much anyway. You know, the stress of watching it. Oh, there's only just me down the beer room. Yeah, nobody comes down here. This is my domain. Although we have bought a new hot tub. So, found somebody on eBay who sells. So, say you've got one of these blow-up hot tubs and it has a puncture. Well, our puncture, I was going to repair it. And the puncture on the wall of the hot tub was about that long, which is pretty substantial. The puncture on the inside where the airflow was fucking, well, very long. So unfixable, you know, not worth the amount of money to fix it that you'd have to spend. And but the pump's in good fettle. So there's somebody on eBay selling everything bar the pump It's the 2021 model, so it's slightly more stronger because they go brittle after a while, these hot tubs do. Especially when you're moving them around. You know, when you have them outside in the sun fucks the plastic up. Which is why also in the winter you cover shit up, like your rattan sets. Don't leave them out in the winter because they go brittle. All plastic does in the end. But in the hot tub room it should be good. So I paid 200 quid out today. Well, I got a tenner off actually because I did one of these best offers. And yeah, so we've got a new hot tub coming on by about Wednesday, hopefully. So, hot tub reviews, although with a shirt on, because I ain't doing fucking hot tub reviews with no shirt on. Last thing you want to see is that. Ugh. Beer reviews from the hot tub, and then turn the camera off and put the bubbles back on. It was good. But you didn't really need to know that. But anyway, yeah, it's a good battle tonight. I will go out and buy a shed load of beers from different breweries. Try and keep some to a similar theme. Different beers, different lagers, and do some good battles. Get some battles set up for future Wraggys taproom nights. Hoping to go back to a daily live review format. As long as it's no longer than an hour, then there's no real issues. And as long as I'm not going back up the house steaming. So two little caveats there. But and then get normality back, doing it at near enough the same time each night, when we're in at least. When we're not in, obviously it's not easy, or when we're away on day trips, but or going to the cinema. But we don't really go out that much anyway. Can't afford to in these days. Yeah, should be good. Right. Thank you everyone for dropping in tonight, watching probably part 1 and part 2. Part 1 was more about chatting and just having a yak. Part 2 was the actual the battle, as it were. But it was nice. It was nice to get back on live, feeling better, feeling more like the raggy, normal raggy, who doesn't get many colds or illnesses. I mean, I've not had a day off sick, bar dropping off a fucking roof and nearly killing myself, in years. And yeah, and them lucky buggers got away with me not suing them. Maybe I should have sued them. Yes, so tomorrow night, as long as there's no issues, and I will be chatting to the wife after this just to make sure she's okay, I will be back with a live review tomorrow night. 2 reviews, or maybe 3, but only an hour, so 3 20-minute reviews. Yeah, it feels nice to be back, talking about different beers, different breweries, doing the beer, but having a natter as well. The natter is important. So mental health, it's important to have a good natter. And good evening, and sadly, I've got to go. I've hit my hour time limit, as it were, with both reviews. And yeah, got to run. I will be back tomorrow. Keep an eye out on the YouTube channel, on the post section, because I will, or I'll do a quick video to let people know what I'm doing and what I'm reviewing as well. Sunday night, it's going to be special. Let's hope we turn up. Let's hope the referees are good. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for joining. See you later.